and he points down to his boot, showing a sort of needle stuck in his boot.
A needle in your boot.
Then yes, you are the one who is wearing the leather armor warning. Yes, the leather armor there that is emitting magic, it would count as light armor.
Yeah. So I could wear it, but I think Tempus, take a look at it. Maybe it'll take your fancy.
Oh, okay, don't teleport into the wall.
Yes, take a look at the hand-me-down from a necromancer.
He'll look to Thomas and says, Don't you begin judging here, Dragon Boy.
Tempus will take the armor, or have a look at it.
Okay, I will go ahead and send this to you, and this will be completely hush-hush. All of that. That is the magic item.
Oh, I'm so glad I didn't pick that stuff.
Is it hush-hush?
It's just a wall of text.
It's adventure tier, so it'll provide a +1 bonus to your armor class by default, and then it has its recharge ability, which is what the wall of text describes.
Well, is the thing here? Is it a staff or a rod?
It would count as a staff. It's a glowing rod.
Staff is cooler than a rod.
Yeah.
But he already does have a war rod. You'd like to know what it does.
So, you have a wand, and Dwohurim would know from Magic, 101 or 201 that staves are definitely more powerful than wands are when it comes to magic. If it's for spellcasting purposes, assuming it's for spellcasting purposes.
Well, Fargus will also have a go at trying to.
All right, you can go ahead and use your. You would have to be intelligence modifier.
Before I grasp this thing, I'd like you to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna grab it. Just try to identify it.
All right.
Leon will try as well, but it probably won't get a better result. Nope.
No, Leon thinks it's fine. Maybe Dwohurim with all of his Lego range. Fargus gets the same feeling that Dwohurim does. That could just be due to an overbearing personality. Like a magic item quirk that's super sassy, or maybe the item is cursed, but even cursed magical items still do have effect and utility and use. He's not entirely sure, though.
Well, step closer, sort of look at the others, says, if I go crazy now...
we will try to knock you unconscious.
Leon's already raised his sword, just in case.
his new demon sword, yeah.
It's pretty.
He sort of looks at it, sort of slightly uneasy. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with that thing too, either.
No.
He'll reach out and pick up the staff.
All right, there is an amethyst glow. The color of the glowing rod changes from the soft, yellow, pale yellow to an amethyst bit, as we'll hear him grasp it, and he can immediately tell and feel he has been cursed.
Oh, no, bad. Damn it.
Yes, this will not be one that's shared in privately. Everyone gets to know what this does. Acrobat Stick, a glowing rod that expands into a longer pole. Always bonus to attacks and damage +2, and that's your melee weapon and damage. In addition, if you are a rogue with the swashbuckle ability, you gain an extra use of that ability. But whenever you roll a natural 1 or 2 with any d20 roll, the staff flings you into danger. This item is cursed. It begins mocking you and laughing you due to its intellect at how another victim has picked it up. This, if you had any magic weapon, it would force you to basically drop any other magical weapon you had, and it is bound itself to your chakra. How many magic items do you have, Manaki?
I have 1 open magic item slot.
Okay. This is an adventure tier item, so it will fill that.
Alright.
It is cursed. You can't get rid of this. Not with any way you immediately know off the top of your head. You would have to remove the curse. If you drop this down a hole, it will teleport back to you. If you
that will
try
have
to use
utility, I can tell you that.
If you attempt to destroy it using normal means, like throw it into a wood chipper, it'll reform. If you try to use another melee weapon, it will hop into your hands. And with any d20 roll, a natural 1 or 2, you might not even be wielding the thing. That curse will trigger.
It's let me think about this. 1, bam.
You idiot.
Catapult you straight into a wall.
I'm going to be amused by the descriptions of how this happens.
Such is the curse. If you were a rogue with the swashbuckle ability, you could gain an extra use of it. So it's something that Tempus could make use of if you could get it unbound from you.
We need to find someone who can, like, remove curse spell thing.
Tempest gets a new weapon.
Frowns. This is, well...
The item continues to ridicule Dwohurim about how another pretty victim has picked it up.
Pretty.
Suck it.
Thomas has like a "I told you so" expression. Messing around with the hand-me-downs of necromants. What?
And we'll
could
take
have
the staff
gone
and
wrong?
smack it into the wall.
It continues to laugh.
You can break if it wants.
So should we just leave the armor then, or?
Someone just... No, that seemed fine.
Oh, I see.
The leather armor.
Can't just leave magic items down here in the dark. Nothing else we should bring into the
Well,
Dwarf King.
If you're sure, then fine.
In addition, there's assorted 559 gold pieces within this room.
Oh, add that down.
And a scattered array of either like flasks you could sell, or incense, or just money.
We have a yard sale in the rooms.
Really, it's not like an assorted array of flasks and shit. It is 559 gold pieces.
It's like we pick up the flask and go, I wonder, oh, gold! Like, what's this flask full of? Pour out copper pieces? Like,
Yeah, the Erlenmeyer flask was full of copper. How about that?
I figured out how to make stone into gold. And then this page is like ripped. There's like tons of gold laying around.
So, Tempus, do you want the armor then?
Tempest is already putting it on.
Oh, I see.
Yes, yeah. You already have one, I suppose.
Missed that, I think.
There's the Tempest. It's like, Tempest, do you want the armor? As Tempest is like putting the top on. Looks at Fargus.
Well, I see. Let's get moving then.
I have also updated my stats.
There appear to be assorted notes and such in here.
Yeah, if you're interested in the Kabbalistic tendencies of a cult of necromancers and blood sacrifices and intricate graphic depictions of torture, then you are in for a treat.
We'll at least look around and try to see if there's a note on how to put this thing down and not have it come back. Because apparently somebody did it.
There is
Fargus
not.
There's a diary with a maniacal laughter going, finally, wow!
You
There
fool!
were
You
500
picked me up.
pages.
You get into a dungeon to pick a stick up. Oh, who does that?
Well, Fargus doesn't have a quick look at the notes. Wants to know your enemy, right?
Well, if you want to add one bound collection of graphic depictions of torture and the rites of a Kabbalistic cult of necromancy... That's redundant. Whatever. Redundancy is important in a fantasy game. Then you certainly could add that. It can be all, like, bound in human flesh, too. It'll be great. The supple texture of each page.
He probably doesn't grab the, like, graphic depictions, but certainly the notes.
It's all graphic.
Oh, damn it.
There's
Does
no
we want
words,
to carry
it's
that
just
shit around?
They didn't write, they only painted.
And if you want to extensively note the extensive research by how a body weighing such and such pounds or kilograms will react to this amount of a particular drug compound, then you're in for a treat as well. Quite a bit of experiments on the human body here. None of it consensual.
I don't know. He kind of has a
Plus
quick
2
look through it,
circumstance
but
bonus to torturing people.
Could come in handy. Everything.
So what did you say, GM, to write down in my character sheet?
Oh, Leon's like into it.
For different reasons.
I need
Yeah,
this.
sure.
What are you going to do with those, Leon?
One leather-bound collection of graphic depictions of torture and drug experimentation from a cult of necromancers.
I don't like any word in that sentence.
You don't like leather?
You don't like of?
Particularly.
What do you have against prepositions?
Things that come sort of sitting around them. Like,
Always it's a bad thing.
Actually have one thing to ask. Since I don't have access to my initiative, does it have a plus 13 modifier on it?
Let me check. It has a plus 11 modifier. Is that a plus 13?
No, because it's the one macro I don't have access to.
Well,
so
I
it's
have
like the
edited
one-
it for you.
Thank you.
The thing is, if we have access to it, we're not allowed to roll it then. Just like,
Yes. Yes. Your GM macro. Alright. You leave the room.
with money.
Yes. With your sweet,
Cursed
sweet,
stick.
delicious sacks of blood money.
Jerome thinks that throwing this thing as a throwing weapon could be useful ever.
It's a staff for the purposes of being a melee weapon.
We're kind of
Throwing
have a
staff.
throwing javelin.
Improvised throwing weapon.
It's basically like an improvised throwing weapon. Stepping to this intersection reveals more light here. And go ahead and give me another d20 roll, Dark.
Nah, that looks nice.
The feet of Leon are compelled here to move forward against his will, as with very quick steps he strides into what at one point was a torture room. Leon begins having rather pervasive and regrettable flashbacks, putting his hand involuntarily upon the rack. He has a curious sensation that at one point his skin was upon this, that the cat o' nine tails at his feet, that once hurt him, that the horrific manner of instruments over there were at one point used on his body. And it is a odd feeling that he cannot shake. But he does regain control of his feet.
Are you alright, Leon? There's something in there.
Leon will just stand there, ghost white for a moment.
Tempus will draw his wrench and start walking up.
Stumble back.
And then a
Frown.
burst of necromantic energy will shoot out from Leon and seep into the walls.
Tempus will freeze.
Step back a little bit, sort of raising the stick.
And there is the sound of waiting as splashing comes from the pool above.
What did you
Perhaps
do?
we should leave.
Hiram, get behind us.
I'm not sure what to get in there.
Well, get behind me at the very least.
The grates that were rusted shut smash open.
Okay, on the plus side, whoever did that is pretty damn strong.
Leon, hand that sword to someone who can use it. The ice one.
No one else here uses two-handed weapons, do they?
I would, but I have a stick in my hand.
I can't really use the swords.
I mean, if anyone here can use a great sword, they can take it, but...
I don't know if Tempus
Just
can.
throw it. Maybe it will hit.
Thrown
How much?
weapon!
You can't use it?
He has an axe already.
I could
Yeah,
use
that's
it, but I have
true.
no reason to.
Tempest?
It's a spare magic item.
I need to see what my martial arts are for great hand.
Martial arts? Ah!
I can
Great
use like
sword.
daggers,
What?
staves, and spears. I think.
Yeah, I don't think I can wield two-handed great swords. I don't think
No.
that's a possibility. for
Well, you
me.
would, but you take a -2.
I should never take out this damn thing.
No, you shouldn't have.
Looks like something Tempest would like. Constantly compelling me to do all these stupid things.
Tempus will just laugh.
Even now, it's beckoning me to run into this pool of blood.
Of course it is. It's a cursed item.
Hissing from above and looking at very dim light, your light sources reaching just the edges of vision, are haunted skulls, collections of bones. Leon would know these sort of as, like, haunted skulls, rather than being animate, physical undead like zombies or skeletons, or incorporeal like ghosts. They are immaterial spirits that are trapped inside the skulls of their own dead bodies. The state of being is often distressing for the spirit, and most haunted skulls are creatures of pure pain-driven instinct. Some are able to cope with their existence and are intelligent, but all tend to be wrathful due to what they were forced into. And they begin to cackle and sneer as blood from the pool drips from their features. This hovering collection of skulls and bones.
I agree with Thomas. We should probably leave.
Well,
There
that's the
seem to
only
be
way out over
things
there.
in our way.
Leon will quietly describe what those things are. His face still pretty white.
Why did you make them?
I didn't, or I didn't intend to. Leon looks back to the torture room.
You hear the sounds of smashing wood coming off from this direction.
Fall back. I say we go in here.
Leon
I
grimaces.
really
Leon
don't like
grimaces.
being close to that thing.
Leon grimaces at this.
I think we should at least keep the spellcasters safe, I guess.
Well, if we fall back to here, it will be like a narrow corridor and we won't
And
be flanked.
The lines that are drawn indicate where the nearby and far away distances are.
Alright, but even if it's a choke point, we could still have, like, fight. It's just we fight anywhere in the square.
Sure.
Yeah, but if we stand here, they won't get past, like, you and Thomas.
They still could.
Yeah, we can only intersect
It will,
so many.
it will be harder for them, at least. They would block the way.
The collections of skulls begin slowly hovering out of the blood pool.
No, undead are pretty stupid, right? So we should just have them come to us.
Are you going to talk to them, or should I begin?
What?
You hear
We're
the
not
sound
Why are we
of-
not attacking
You
them?
hear the sound of smashing metal off to your left.
Perhaps we should just leave. If we can fight our way out quickly, we could.
Then we will be attacked from all sides. I don't think so.
We can run past them, we could probably make it. Although the staircase was pretty... I mean...
Very
I
narrow.
would have to hold it while we try to crawl up.
Or we go back in here, maybe. I just don't like the idea of being attacked from all sides.
We certainly don't have a lot of time to talk about it.
No, we don't. So do something.
Oh, old friends are visiting, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Well then.
Yes.
You take that side, Tempus?
You will
Well,
recognize, perhaps, the half-bone, half-dark purple fire, canine-looking creatures with white skulls, massive bone bodies, and powerful, heavy jaws. Their eyes burn green, and their tongues resemble black fire, whereas these individuals are your familiar, old and friendly skeletal legionnaires. Fun for everyone. Why don't you kids go ahead and roll some initiative for me?
Well then,
Well, there's a 20 or close to if I've ever seen one.
yeah, I have a plus 12. So.
18.
Well, I've got a plus 13. I rolled a 5.
And rather than doing individual initiative for each of these, I'll just go ahead and divide it into their groups. That, that, and that. Fantastic.
I blame Leon going last for the fact that he just had a very bad time down here.
Sword. Alright. Fargus, you are first.
Well, fuck.
And really, it is too difficult to see that well there.
Now we're in a terrible position. With anyway.
Or
Strength, maybe.
Technically, my light only stands to nearby squares, so.
Okay, and this probably won't be the last fight we have today.
No. It might be a bit hard though, I think.
I don't know. I'm not used to fighting these kinds of things.
You're the undead hunter.
I am.
Well,
we'll
attempt
start.
to parlay.
No, that's not my thing.
No, we know.
As have been proven many times in the past.
Yeah.
You guys suck. Oh, we're gonna fight you then.
And
So you guys know from now on, I don't use D20 rolls anymore. I don't really do anything that requires.
Just shock and grasp everything.
So that requires
Huron,
attack
what
roll.
do you? I can imagine that. Huron, what do you think? Like, you're like, no, don't, nope.
I am deep meditation.
and
Well,
those work.
Fargus gonna use Flame Spear on this guy.
All right. That is a hit.
Right.
Your flame spear strikes true into the chest of the foul skeletal legionnaire, burning through the metal armor.
Alright. And
That was epic enough. Even though that wasn't half its hit points, yeah, you staggered it. It's reeling from the blow.
yeah. Through the wall.
Shattered a pauldron or something.
Through the window. Through the wall. Alright, that's your standard action, Fargus. What else do you have for me?
Not much, I don't think.
Okay.
You are done.
It is time for the skeletal legionnaires to act. Huh. Well, that was certainly a consequence of poor life choices. Alright. Well, he's gonna fucking see that, and he's gonna shift a bit, basically be like a move action. And he's gonna lift a javelin, and he's gonna throw it at... does he really want to use a javelin? I mean... No,
you see him posed, and just like the weapons changing shape.
I know. He'll move to engage and try to strike Thomas with a short sword.
Ding, 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 ding.
That will be a
Yeah,
miss,
fails.
but it is a natural even miss. Even while missing, the creature deals damage with its blow, and in addition to that 5 points, deals an extra 7 points, for you have lower initiative than he does.
Oh,
Ooh.
bastard.
Okay.
As the skeletal legionnaire, very trained, begins to put Thomas on the defensive with a harrying array of short swords. Short sword
Attack
attacks.
me!
And the skeletal legionnaire will attempt to engage Thomas as well in this very narrow passageway. And attempt to strike him as well with a short sword. That is an odd attack roll, so that's 14 plus an extra 6, 20 points of damage.
I would like to use my ring on that, which I do believe blocks exactly 20.
It sure does.
So that's no damage.
Your ring of protection manages to glow blue and save you from the rather precise strike of the legionnaire.
Well, I think I will have to tank those guys. Actually.
Off there is a fell howl of energy, and these lich hounds, we'll handle this one first, move forward, and it'll attempt to bite Tempus.
Right.
13 versus
Next.
physical defense is a miss. This creature will attempt to do the same. 17 versus
Miss.
physical defense is still a miss. Tempus is saved from having to take any damage. Thomas, it is your turn.
I think the most reasonable approach here would just be to smack the sagged skeleton, so
All right.
that's what Thomas is going to do.
Go for it. That is a miss.
Alright.
4 points
4
of damage. Anything else from Thomas?
No.
Okay. Dwohurim, it is your turn.
Stop a little bit and try to destroy the wounded. Well, they're sort of halfway broken. I can skeleton
Okay.
don't really get wounded. With a ray of frost.
All right.
Burn it, then freeze it.
That was a 1.
That's a 1.
Oh no.
So I suppose what Hurim really does
Is
is instead of a cast a ray of frost, he jumps towards Thomas to sort of get past him to strike at the Legionnaire, who then promptly smacks him sort of towards his chest with the sword, making him stumble back, now bleeding.
Yes, Dwohurim takes 10 points of damage as the his newly acquired staff giggles at the display.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a bad turn.
Don't stand there.
Anything else Dwohurim would like to do with his turn?
Well, no. That's really all I have.
Okay.
Smack myself in the face.
Alright. Let me go ahead and check things. Okay. Stepping out from the shadows of what was previously unseeable, and I'll go ahead and describe this as they finish taking their moves, there's no real way to describe these things. They're like large insects, almost as like they're armored ants. They have thick, like plated carapaces with solid eyes, the color of like a mottled brown, and then they have quivering antennae, which are hovering on either side of their jaws. And they will double move to engage with Leon. That is the end of their turns. Tempus.
Okay, Tempus, he's quite firmly engaged in this fight he's got going on over here. I'm going to go with a bleeding strike on the one immediately beside me, the Lich Hound.
Okay.
So roll 1d20 plus 5 plus 4, and that's AC.
Alright, that will hit that creature, right?
Yes.
Okay, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Does not bleed.
4d8 plus 5. Uno momento, just 1 second. Nah, damn it. It's not got a smaller AC. Doodad than me.
Okay.
Initiative.
That is enough to stagger the creature. You smack it right upside its heavy jaws, and it reels back a bit before setting its green blazing eyes on you once more. Anything else with your turn?
No, that's Tempus' turn. He's going to try himself to keep engaged with both of them.
Okay. These two creatures, as move actions, hover here. We'll go ahead and handle the one on the left first, as it goes ahead, and it's an odd aural assault, which will affect 2 nearby enemies. And in this case, he's going to target, it's going to be Dwohurim, and it's going to be Leon. The creature cackles with glee and says, "I've got bones to pick with all of you!" This is against Dwohurim. 26 versus physical defense for 5 psychic damage and 4 ongoing psychic damage because I made a horrible pun. And then this is against Leon. 25 psychic damage plus 1 ongoing for Leon.
Surely you're jest.
Yes, give me puns. That's good. And the other creature will perform its puns attack. It will also be targeting Dwohurim, Leon, and Fargus with and this was going to be my next one, "Surely you're all jesting if you think you can survive us." This is against Fargus. That is a miss against Fargus. This is against Dwohurim. That is a hit against Dwohurim. And then this is against Leon. That is a hit against Leon. And those are separate ongoing effects, so it'll be like 2 saves. That is the ends of their turns. Leon, it is your turn.
I I was wondering if those jokes were necessary. The answer was yes. Those things are annoying. And then I have these things in my face.